His future is still uncertain, but it should become clear by the end of next week. We know Brighton, where he spent last season on loan, are still firmly interested in him. They had a £30 million bid rejected earlier this summer by Chelsea, who see the England under-21 defender as part of their long-term plans. Mauricio Pochettino could be key in all of this. He's expecting Colwill to be on tour when Chelsea depart for America next week, and he expects to hold talks with him. Colwill also keen to hold talks, and both parties keen to get an understanding of, certainly from a Colwill perspective, where he fits into the team this season, how much he will play. From a Pochettino perspective, I guess it's a selling of the project and what's ahead, and convincing him that he is firmly part of these plans. So those talks expected to happen next week when Colwill returns. His Chelsea contract expires in 2025. And yeah, a reminder that Brighton did have that bid rejected earlier this summer. And a point you made, speaking off camera, a very good point. Very different for Chelsea this season. No European football, so less games to play. And so a lot of competition still in that defence when you think of Benoit Badiashile, of course Thiago Silva, Trevor Chalobah and Wesley Fofana as well. So very different Chelsea season ahead, but talks planned between Colwill and Pochettino in the next week.
Yeah, I wonder whether Colwill will be used somewhere in the negotiations by Brighton, because they're still after Moses Caicedo, weren't they? How much more building does this Chelsea squad still need to do this summer?
They have made progress, but still a lot of work to be done. Pochettino alluded to that fact in his press conference on Friday. He expects still more players to leave. He expects more quality to come into the squad. So certainly, I think in terms of Brighton, Colwill and Caicedo, it feels like at the moment those could be completely different deals. I say deals as if that Colwill one would happen. Chelsea's stance is very clear. They do not want to sell him. They see him as part of their plans. It's convincing the player, because when they get into that situation, 2 years left on a contract, it's around the time that they start to think really about their future. Other clubs, potentially interested clubs, start to look and think, well, 2 years left, there is a chance maybe of starting to put the groundwork together and get a player, especially a player of that quality. So still a lot of work to be done in the squad.